This is interesting.
This is interesting.
It's recording right now. Shit.
God, this thing's right in my ass.
Yeah, these chairs are not comfy.
And we can't grab the cushions because they're like crusty table mats, and they just
Dude, we need to get one of those
right.
bins, you know, like God, I feel like we've officially reached old like level of shit when we get like an outdoor bin, you know, where the football goes and the
That's not true.
and the cushions. I don't know, man. We're starting to make a.
We don't need an outdoor bin. What do we need it for?
We need an outdoor bin for the cushions.
Our 2 footballs. And
no,
like
for the cushions because they get all. We live up
like
here.
where one would put pool toys.
Yeah, exactly. Now these chairs are uncomfortable. Have you ever thought of like what a chair would look like if like your knees went the other way? Like how would that work?
They bent off.
Yeah, like a flamingo. They have backwards knees, right?
Do they? I thought they go each way. Maybe not.
Ambidextrous knees.
Ambidextrous knees? Amphibious knees?
No, I thought like that's how they like escape alligators a lot because as the alligators chomp and they can just take that little backward step. Because their knees go backwards.
But is that because they go backwards, or is that because they just pull their leg up off the ground and step back?
No, their knees are inside out. It looks like an acute triangle, you know, or like it's an acute angle. An acute angle, I believe.
Inside out knees?
Yeah, I believe so.
Do you think that, like, have you, like, you know, in movies, like, a guy will just click a couple rocks together and make a fire?
Oh,
does
there's
that
no
work?
fucking way, dude.
Does that actually work with rocks? I know, like, people use flint and stuff, like the survivor people use, like, flint and stuff with a knife. I'm like, that's cheating.
It's not
If you're
cheating.
a survivor, man, you need to use the lay of the land.
I know you can make a spark.
You can make a spark for sure. If you ever like hit it on the ground a bunch, it smells like smoke.
I'm saying, okay, how hard is it to ignite something with a fucking spark, though?
It has to be like gasoline or something. You can't just ignite.
I mean, I guess people may imagine being the guy
friction
who
fire
like
is probably the way to go.
Imagine being the guy who first discovered fires.
Like, dude, he got so much pussy.
It's like, hey, it's winter. You want to get warm?
No one fucking.
Dude,
knew.
I wouldn't tell anybody.
Or like the first guy who made the lighter, dude. Like on command, he's just like.
I'm just talking about like in the caveman days. Like, I'm not telling anybody. It's like, yeah, my fucking teepee's warm. Like,
well, they know once there's glowing fucking.
Yeah, but they don't know how to make it. They don't even know what this is.
Okay, we gotta do the fucking intro.
Probably thought it was a god.
Welcome back, Slapdicks is around lunch table, episode
89, and guess what? We're doing the episode outside.
We are by the fire. Yes, we are.
Yes, we decided to switch it up a tiny bit, and you know, just have a little episode by the old fire here. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, episode 89. God, it feels extravagant. You know, there's a lot of. Is that a verb? No, a verb is a verb is an action. What would be a describing word? That'd be an adjective.
What are you asking me?
I'm saying it's very. It just feels good to be out here. That's basically all I'm saying. It feels good. We're switching up the scenery.
Yeah, we need to change it up a little bit.
And I also feel like my mind is more open out here in the fucking spirits. You know what the thing is? The best sleep I've ever gotten, hands fucking down, dude, is like, you know when you went like hunting with your you obviously went hunting.
Not with my dad. I went with Jordan's dad.
Oh yeah, fucking yeah, elk camp or whatever. But no, like my dad, love him to death, not the best hunter, I would say. Me and him never really got anything.
Oh, I'm sending him this.
No, he listens to every episode. I know he's listening. I'm just saying he knows. But I mean, we went like
really
25
hard to
times.
It's really hard to get something, so it doesn't mean he sucks.
I know that it's partial luck. I also think that maybe I was so young, you know, you're just stomping through the fucking leaves and shit. I don't know. But like, I think the best sleep I've ever gotten is like, I was with him and my brother-in-law, and they were like, hey, yeah, Jack, just watch this ridge, you know, like we're in fucking Nam, you know, and I gotta like, you know, sit back on lookout or some shit. He's like, hey, you know, watch the ridge line, you know, and we're gonna scare him towards you, you know, kind of thing. And so, dude, I just fucking hunkered in my boots, dude, in the ground. Put that AR-15, you know, right here, and dude, I had the best sleep.
What were you hunting for?
I don't know. I don't
think a fucking AR-15.
No, I don't know if it was an AR-15.
You have a fucking
got an M60 machine gun.
That's a fucking minigun for a deer or something.
Well, you can hunt with an AR-15. You just have to have like a 5-round clip or something.
Yeah, so you don't shred it to bits.
What does it matter if you?
We did not do the sponsors. Patreon first. Do Patreon.
Sponsors, Patreon. Check out patreon.com/around the lunch table for exclusive content, episodes early-ish. And also, you know, support us. And, you know, this wood ain't cheap. So, you know, we got to build these fires now. Yeah.
Then we wanted to shout out to Aperture Oceans, bringing ideas and ads
To life.
and wanted to shout out Live Stallion Never Be Tamed, wellness and fitness page started by ATLT's own Brandon Bodiato. You can look it up on Instagram, Live Stallion. Stallion spelled the usual way, live without the E. Brandon Bodiato, Brandon spelled the usual way, Battiato, Monday through Friday. That was a good one.
That was good. Got Moles. If you have moles in the Puget Sound area, servicing northern Seattle to southern Tacoma, they are your premier mole exterminator using chemical-free methods. They make sure you got no moles,
No mo.
All right, so I got something here for you. So we have. I think the vibes are right. I would call this night effervescent. Is that how you say it?
Evanescent?
That's a band. I'm saying effervescent. That's like kind of like a spiritual or
I thought you meant like it's luminous. I was like, that's luminous.
Oh,
that's
it is.
luminescent.
I think it is a luminous night.
Yeah.
It's a luminous night.
Luminescent, yes.
I like that. The fire's a little toasty. So like, if you like, say you had to be like in constant heat or constant cold, which one you going with?
I gotta be. I hate the cold, but I also hate. I think I'd go with heat, man. I think would I be able to sleep in it? No.
Oh no.
But like that's the only thing. So if we're talking about an extreme situation where like you're trapped in the Arctic or you're trapped in the desert or like a desert area, I would choose desert. Then again, I might go.
The thing is, no matter, I swear every season when it's like super cold, I'm like, God, like I could never do. I would definitely choose heat.
Yeah.
And then when it's super hot, I choose cold. The one thing I do want to know though is like Eskimos. You know when they make those little fucking Eskimo huts.
Yeah, if you knew what you were doing, you'd be better in an Arctic situation. If you
Yeah,
knew what you were doing.
what I don't understand is like they have a fire, like in the Eskimo hut. How does the fire not melt the ice?
The igloo.
Yeah,
Well, it's like I've actually read stuff.
of course.
I know.
You read shit about Eskimos.
No, I've always wondered. This is the first time in my life I've thought about that.
There are so many things where because you roasted me to shreds in the last podcast. I'm gonna
How?
not to shreds, but you wanted to poke fun. So I'm gonna poke fun here.
I didn't poke fun about you. I just thought you were reading that book. I thought it was weird. I didn't know what it was.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. So let me interject something here.
Okay.
Is that every random topic? It's always like, I read an article. I read this.
I go on Twitter a lot.
Yeah, so do I. But I'm not freaking.
I also read today, to kill an average human being, you could eat 1,679 candy corn. That's how many it would take to kill an average person.
1,000
679 or something.
like to kill you.
Yes, to kill you.
What do you die from? Like a sugar overdose?
I don't know.
I was reading this
Because I'm not kidding you. I mean, that's of course that's a lot, but like, why is it that specific number? What's in candy corn that?
I'm gonna guess it's like the body.
It's not just sugar. I'm saying you can eat a shit ton of some other
But if
candy
they have
that might not kill
diabetes,
you.
they probably need that. I bet their tolerance would be higher. I read something today. It was someone asked how many ducks it would take to kill a rhino, and but the
I
ducks.
don't think they could.
No, that's the thing. So no, but like there was this whole fucking thread about like, okay, how many ducks could it take to kill a rhino, right? It's like, okay, one, the ducks probably can't penetrate the rhino's skin. We
No, it
obviously know
cannot.
that.
No.
Yes, but in this situation, the ducks are relentless, even though after they see a couple of their comrades die.
No, I don't
just
think
keep
they
going.
actually could even get into
Well,
its meat.
There,
I don't think they could.
there are two options. They either weigh it down to death, or one duck like goes like down its throat or something. But then they were trying to
like a couple thousand of them just on its head and just suffocate it.
yeah, that.
Yeah.
Or they were talking about like a kind of like a ritual-ish of like this duck puts its head in the throat
And just
stuffs
sacrifice, like a kamikaze kind of.
Yeah, like a sacrificial duck.
Well, I think it would just spit it out, wouldn't it?
That duck's got long necks.
Yeah, but rhinos are fucking huge.
I always get rhinos and triceratops. You know what I'm talking
I feel like they're part of the same family.
although they have to be.
They're pretty
Dude,
close.
do you remember in Penguins of Madagascar, dude? The giraffe was banging the hippo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then that hippo even got the baddest hippo in the pond. Remember the fucking big hippo that like he had like his ears pierced.
Moto.
Yeah, Moto.
How the fuck do you know that? Moto.
Yeah, dude.
You like them big. I like them junky.
Yeah,
He runs over the ducks when he's walking over to her.
Yeah, but remember he had like his ears pierced, didn't he?
I don't know.
Did he? That was kind of a weird
No, he
thing to
didn't.
get
No,
a
he
hippo.
didn't. No, he didn't.
Did the giraffe get his ears pierced? One of the animals in the zoo.
Maybe at one point.
One of the animals.
In that one, he was a witch doctor, the giraffe. He became a witch doctor.
Oh,
so
he had the nose and the
he had a lot of
bone.
rings on his neck. and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I just remember one of the animals of Madagascar got a piercing at some point.
Yep. Why is that what you know?
It's just a giraffe with a belly button.
No, but
piercing. Do
no,
giraffes have belly buttons? Where would it be?
it'd be under it on its belly, wouldn't it?
Oh,
I'm sure they all do somewhere because the umbilical cord. You know what I mean?
So does Oliver have a belly button we've just never seen?
Maybe not a belly button per se, like we would know and see, but I think maybe there's something like that. You know?
Are you attracted to an Audi?
No,
No, I mean
I don't think anyone is.
Well,
I think you can. I think you can look at it and be like, okay, it's an Audi. You know what I mean? Once you get older, it's like, yeah, I've seen them before.
Yeah, definitely. Once you're older,
I wouldn't be like, oh, you have an Audi, get the fuck away from me.
no, of course not. I
Maybe
mean,
when I was younger, I'd be like, eh.
yeah, no, because I remember in Little League we were getting changed in the dugout, and this kid took his shirt off, and I was like, "Yo, get that thing off you!" Like,
Is that what happens when like they don't cut it flush, basically?
So he's got.
Like, do they not cut it right? Is that what happens?
Well, it's not flush because the belly button goes in.
I meant like, okay, somewhat flush.
I always
but, like,
thought-
'cause
I always-
if it's protruding, it's like, so did the doctor fuck up? Like, they didn't cut it right?
I always thought it was like an electrical outlet. You just kind of like unplug it, you know? Right?
Well, I know, like, when you snip it, then it kind of stays on there and it kind of dies and it kind of withers and it's supposed to like fall out, isn't it, or something like that? I've seen a newborn baby with it in. I think.
What newborn baby did you see?
I think after my sister had a kid, I think I came to the hospital after it was out, and I saw. I'm like, oh
Shaylee has an Audi?
no! I'm just saying a piece of the umbilical cord when they cut it is still like on the baby.
Girls eat that shit, don't they?
I don't.
No, it's
but
called.
like it's a fucking salad.
No,
bar.
it's called the placenta, right?
I know.
Or no, that's the sac. The baby's
Yeah,
in.
that's not the same thing.
Yeah, sorry, but I think they eat that too.
I don't think it's common practice. I think people have. I don't know.
Apparently, I mean, I know it's got great health benefits,
have
but
health.
so does vitamins. Like you don't have to eat your egg sac. What I find very strange about humans sometimes is how
I gotta want this fire up, Ed.
is how like how much like I know we're mammals, but sometimes we forget
No, we're
like
cyborgs.
no, sometimes I forget like how much like mammals are like we forget that girls have eggs.
AIDS?
And then yeah, they have eggs.
I thought you said AIDS. With
AIDS?
When, like girls don't. Oh!
No, not all women have AIDS. I meant girls have eggs. Like
Yeah, they have eggs. Yeah, that's confirmed. 100%.
I know. It's just interesting to be like, yo, that like my girlfriend's got some eggs.
Do you think during the holiday season it's
appropriate to paint them?
no? Do you think during the holiday season a lot more ass eating happens because the mood is higher? You know, that warm feeling of being in like just you know what I mean, the cozy kind of weather.
How do I start dissecting this question?
I don't know. I'm just it was a random question.
more ass eating during the holidays. I mean, I would definitely say
Because
that,
also this, I got to think about this too. Even if girls aren't really into it, would it not be okay? This is a special occasion because Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Of course.
There's a different energy in the air.
a cinnamon candle.
Yeah.
You know, apple pie candles. You got the tree out. I would say that
Slap a cinnamon apple on her butt.
I would say that I have a higher temperament around the holidays.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah.
Unless you're just like a grouch, but
No, I mean, I wouldn't consider either of us grouchy.
oh no, during the holiday season, I love it.
Oh, no, yeah, I fucking love it. Now, am I eating more ass around Christmas time?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you think
Not
you were
on
to take-
Christmas. You never jack off on Christmas.
Says who?
You feel guilty.
I've never felt guilty.
Really?
That's like saying you can't come on 9/11 because it's disrespectful.
It says you can't come on
I'm
9/11.
just saying it's the equivalent. Like, why is it disrespectful?
Because it's Jesus' birthday and you just feel
Easter
a
is
little...
more disrespectful. I guarantee you've gotten your fuck on Easter.
Oh, I don't know. I don't write
You
it
don't-
down.
yeah, I'm just saying.
Or I'm saying to masturbate on one of Jesus'
I thought you just meant come in general.
Well, you can only come by masturbating or having...
I just said like in general. I thought you meant like either one.
No, but anyways, back to your question. Eating ass around the holidays.
He has risen. I have risen.
That's good.
Yeah,
I would say definitely Thanksgiving because you're in the eating mood.
that's good.
Yes.
Unless it's afterwards, you kind of
Oh,
you're
no.
feeling bloated.
Yeah,
Time for a
and
nap.
I don't
Dude,
want to touch that.
After Thanksgiving naps,
Oh
have
my God.
never missed.
An open mouth nap in the middle of the room. Every grandpa's fucking doing it, dude.
Dude, it's so good.
Dude.
What's the most creative way you've used to get out of doing the dishes?
Oh God, I thought you were gonna go back to the.
What's the most creative way you've eaten ass?
Yeah, I thought you were.
Oh,
saying that.
upside down. I was
Yeah.
on a bungee swing.
I spelled the ABCs with my tongue. No, no. Getting out of the dishes.
Usually, I just leave.
I mean, I think saying you got to go poop is a good one.
But here's the thing. That's why this is a dangerous move. When you say you have to poop, depending on when you do it, then other people are going to have to poop. So you got to be the Johnny on the spot with the number, because then the toilet seat's warm. Okay, There has been times in my life where I have had to shit, and I don't do it because it's warm, and I just can't stop.
Where
thinking
is
about
the worst place that you've ever shit? Like you had to go, it's happening, and you just had to do it.
I think it's never anywhere crazy, but I think the worst has been like just a shitty outhouse, like a really gross outhouse. And I won't even pee in outhouses. Like there's like at my work, I go to a house, there's outhouses everywhere. I just pee outside. I pee on their fucking yard.
I always put my my shirt over my nose.
I do that, and then
I want to breathe that in,
and then I cover the toilet seat in toilet paper.
Oh, of course, of course.
And there's not, and I always cover the evidence afterwards with the toilet paper. Always.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the thing about outhouses that I love is
if there's stuff I can see, I throw toilet paper. I don't want to see it.
Well, like I never shit in outhouses. I had to one time. It was in Hawaii actually, and I'm with like.
Why is that the place you have to shit in?
No, because I think
was it like a hut or was it an outhouse?
It was like some wooden 2x4s with a bucket, and I had to like hover because there wasn't like you couldn't sit. Kind of thing,
like you're a center in football, but like the football.
Yeah. It was one of those. But like, I think when you go on vacation and you don't have the home bowl, sometimes it takes the body time to adjust.
I'll do anything to not have to do it in an unknown area.
Oh no, I mean I can pee anywhere.
I pee everywhere. I literally pee everywhere.
Have you ever peed on a woman?
No, who is into that?
I don't know. I mean, in the shower, of course, like on their foot.
Yes,
yeah, of course. I mean, you got to do that
just because it's funny.
Yeah, and then they're like, stop it.
It's not like they can do it back because they can't really direct and they don't really have the accuracy or precision.
Yeah, they can't aim that. I mean, we basically have like a frontward tail that we can kind of.
Yeah, it's like a little fireman hose, and you can definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I would what I would say is from the woman's perspective, looking at the man, like I think like we know that they're missing an appendage that we have, kind of thing. Like we have a dick, they don't.
Yeah,
so missing something is one thing, but having something that they don't have, like them looking at us and being like, you literally have this thing that hangs off of you.
I think dicks and vaginas are both equally strange.
They're definitely very.
Vaginas are kind of like
they're aggressive,
scary to think about sometimes.
I like them.
I mean, I like them. I'm just saying, like if you're like dicks are just like funny. You know what I mean? Like vaginas are more like just mysterious. It's like the deep ocean. Like it's not all explored.
No, it's not. And the thing is, I like to explore with my eyes, and it's almost like which there's nothing against blind people here.
What the fuck?
But it's like going into a room blind or like blindfolded. Like you have to use your other senses to feel what's going on in there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean that's correct, I guess.
Yeah. So it's like I'm more of like I like to see where I'm going. But with this, like, I don't have an eye. But to go on your comment of, dicks are funny, like, I believe that's true because if you put like a little top hat on a dick, it's funny. If you put one on like a pussy, it's just going to look like doesn't belong there.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's kind of, I remember when I was younger, I think the first time I saw a pussy, I
think the first time I saw a pussy.
It wasn't in a sexual way. I was like 10 or 9. And I was in the swimming pool with friends, and it was one of my sister's friends, I think, was there.
Nice.
And I was, of course, like whenever there's a pool, you'll find a random 8-year-old just underwater the whole time, just looking around.
Oh, yeah.
It's like someone just, and that was me. And then when we were playing, we were playing maybe colors, when you jump in the pool and you swim to the side. And then we're all swimming around, and then I'm underwater, and I think what happened was the girl had put on a pair of swimming trunks because she didn't have, she was probably like 15, 14.
She didn't have the bottoms.
And she didn't have any bottoms, yeah. But they were obviously too big and she didn't tie them correctly. And so underwater, I'm there just trying to, look around and see my surroundings and really just fascinated with the whole pool. And I'm swimming, and then I'm behind her. I'm just like swimming, and they come basically almost all the way off, and I see her hoo-ha. And I remember, and it was just, there was a lot going on.
Were you terrified?
I was, because there was a lot
of mixed emotions.
There was a lot of hair, and I was scared by it. I was startled. When I saw it, I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's not what I have.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's definitely scary. Do you remember those commercials where you could get like the thing that went on your back that looked like a shark fin? And then,
Yeah,
and
the
then-
little gloves too.
Yeah, and then it's like, and then the kids swimming in the pool, and all the girls are like,
He's like,
shark! I'm like, God, that'd be so cool when I'm like 8 or something. It's like, who's gonna think there's a fucking shark? In
That's not the point. The point is you look like one.
Yeah, but no, but in the commercials, it's like,
I know, and he's like around like,
like, run, they're like, shark, shark, and then a lifeguard jumps in, and dude, a fucking Aaron put on the new Baywatch the other day, the one with Dwayne,
yeah,
the Rock,
Dwayne the Jock Johnson,
Dwayne the Jock Ronson, and Zac Efron, and I thought that it was supposed to be a comedy, like it was supposed to be.
There's
corny.
funny parts to it.
No, I thought it was supposed to be like that corny. But like he's sitting like Dwayne Johnson's, like, he's like we are like the elite lifeguards. I'm like,
I thought it was a comedy. I was like, oh, this is like a
it's supposed to. I thought it was a spoof.
like a cheesy a spoof. I thought like a cheesy comedy, but it wasn't. It was like, oh, this is serious.
Yeah, and then like someone's drowning.
What's that girl's name?
Alexandra
De Armas or something.
No, that's Ana de Armas.
No,
that's not the one in Baywatch though.
Oh.
Ana de Armas is the one in the new James Bond and the new.
I got it mixed up. Never mind then.
I almost said Marilyn Manson movie.
Are you sure? I thought Ana de Armas
No,
was
Alexandra Daddario. I don't know. how to say it.
she's.
I think it's like Daddario or
gorgeous.
Daddario. Yeah, I think she was in that show White Collar. Do you remember that show?
No.
Yeah, it was pretty virgin.
You know what show we need to watch? I only watched the beginning of it, and it was a really popular show for a really long time. It's Entourage.
Entourage. Never saw that. I feel like
Really?
there are those shows that like you're supposed to watch, like Mad Men or like.
I never watched. I watched a little bit of Mad Men, but I never got into it.
Isn't that about like
It's about Mad Men.
men that are mad?
Yeah, men that are mad. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you can just go into any fucking.
No, but
movie's
Entourage
house.
is fucking hilarious.
Really.
Yeah, we need to watch Entourage.
What's the other one? It was like How I Met Your Mother. There's like those like staple.
Yeah,
shows
like Always
or-
Sunny in Philadelphia. I watched parts of it, but I know there's funny things in it, but there's just a lot of shows that
I don't
I
like
just never really
what
got
I
into.
don't like is going on a show and there's like 15 seasons. It's like I'm
Yeah.
doing a big commitment here.
I think, dude, last night, because you remember when I told you, like, I watched Game of Thrones, but I didn't actually watch it start to end.
Oh, really?
And then, no, I didn't watch all I watched most of them. I haven't watched start to end, though. And I remember last night, I'm like, I'm just going to do that. I'm like, always want to. I start, and 10 minutes in, I'm like, yeah, fuck this.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm
Dude.
like, I'm not putting all this energy into fucking doing that.
Dude,
Like,
I binge watched all of Game of Thrones in like 2 months. I started at the beginning right before the
great
last,
show.
the
I mean,
last
it's a
season
great
came
show.
out. There was a lot of shit that could have been cut that just did like I feel like they could have compacted that down to 3 seasons.
Oh,
Like,
probably.
Dude,
yeah.
there was 8. Okay, the show's over. I can. There's no spoilers here. Like there was 8 seasons.
If you haven't seen it all by now, then
Yeah.
this is your fault.
Yeah, there was 8 seasons of them like waiting for winter and these ice dudes to come.
Yeah,
or
and it
whatever.
never fucking came until.
Well, no, it came at the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then,
And then it was like that was never talked about
okay,
again.
the war scene was fucking sick though. The defense of Winterfell, I thought it was Peter Dinklage, by the way. Okay, listen. How many midgets can you name besides Wee Man from Jackass that is a pioneer in the industry?
Oh,
Peter
dude.
Dinklage, and he's a great fucking actor.
Oh, he
and
was
somehow
great.
he's weaseled his way into all the biggest movies ever.
Oh,
he was
dude.
in Avengers. Like this
in
guy,
Avengers?
he's a midget. How does he when he first go Avengers?
Oh, he was the big. He was big.
And then he was big. And then they gave him the courtesy of like, dude, we're gonna make you fucking huge.
Yeah, he was like, please just make me big one time. And
Yeah,
so,
dude, and it's fucking it's. You were supposed to protect us.
Asgard was supposed to protect us.
A device capable of harnessing the stones.
Power of the
Dude.
stones.
I'm telling you, how many guys walk into a fucking audition room as a midget? Get the fuck out of here. We don't want a midget. But this guy's an A-list actor, Peter Dinklage.
Oh, dude,
Peter
well,
Dinklage, ladies and gentlemen.
but
That's fucking awesome.
Here's the thing, though. If there is a role for a midget, I mean, he kind of has the monopoly.
But his most popular roles, it wasn't him being a midget. It was just like he just was a midget in the role. It wasn't like he was playing an actual midget.
In Game of Thrones, he was playing a midget.
I meant like the whole, I'm sure all around the premise of that character wasn't like, hey, this guy's going to be a midget. We have to find a midget for this part.
Well, I believe they just wanted to find someone with a disability because that was what the character was around, that his family didn't like him and shit because he was a disgrace to the family.
Okay,
And
yeah,
then he became Hand of the King.
but he's, okay, I'm just saying, well, they weren't going to get a guy in a fucking electric wheelchair in medieval times, so it wasn't going to be, I think it was open for interpretation, and they're like, hey, we'll just put him in there.
What did they do before the invention of the wheelchair and like crutches? Was it like a horse, like you break
Well, they've
your
had
leg?
wheelchairs for like a long fucking time.
I'm saying like, is it like a horse when you break your leg? You're just like, all right, Jonathan, you
No,
gotta
I
go.
think you more just like, have you ever seen that show Vikings?
Yeah,
With,
a couple episodes.
Okay, well, there's this guy, he plays Ivan the Terrible, or Ivar the Boneless, excuse me.
big on braids. The Vikings were.
Yeah, there's a lot of sick characters in that show, though. But remember, Ivar, his fucking legs, he was born crippled, basically. and he fucking crawled around. It was fucking crazy.
Like one of the crawlies and zombies.
Yeah, he basically just crawled around. And he still killed people.
Act that out. He still killed people.
Well, he was riding in chariots and shit.
Okay,
and then there was times people were wounded, and he's on the battlefield, crawl and fucking stab him.
You know the character that I think needs to go, and this goes for both sides. There is always the character of, and I'm not even saying the woman character of this, but there's a lot of times in these newer movies where like the man needs fixing, you know?
You know, he's a project here.
Yeah.
It's always the guy as a project.
And then the tough woman has to like fix him or some shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's fine, but like I'm done saying that. Like even the new Batman, you know, he's like, my parents are dead, and you know, he's all shit.
Yeah, there has to be conflict and stuff, you know what I mean?
I get that, but it's like, how about she just focuses on herself and like he just focuses on himself?
Speaking of movies, I don't know if you saw, it was a big thing on Twitter. You know that movie that just came out, Bros, with Billy Eichner?
The gay one, right?
Yeah, it's a movie. They're all gay. It's called Bros. And Billy Eichner goes and tweets, and then he says, because it bombed in the fucking box office. It bombed. And well, first of all, okay, I'll get to what I think in a minute. Okay, it bombed in the box office. So Billy Eichner takes to Twitter and says, "Well, if all the straight people would have showed up and would have bombed, he's blaming society because no one supports gay people, and no one wants to see gay men being in love or something like that."
I don't care.
Which, for one, it's a rom-com, dude. No one goes to theaters to see rom-coms most of the time.
No, I have never gone.
You know what I mean? And most people wait for it to get online, then they fucking watch it. So that's your first problem. And rom-coms have a huge history of underperforming at the box office, but still winning awards because people buy it later. It's a rom-com. No one's standing in line to go see fucking rom-com.
I think
nobody is.
I think you hit it all on the fucking head there. You love a rom-com.
I love a good rom-com, but no one's gonna fucking stand in line for it.
I have never gone to theaters to see like.
You're not gonna get Revenge of the Sith lines at a fucking rom-com.
Yeah.
You're just not. So that's my first thing. So because he blamed everyone. Oh well, you know, I'm sure there was a large chunk of people that literally just didn't want to see it. But I'm like, there was probably just a bunch of people that just didn't want to go see a rom-com in the theater.
Yeah.
Like, because it bombed in the box office, he was freaking out, saying, "Oh, all the homophobes banned it. All the straight people didn't want to see it." I'm like, maybe people just didn't want to fucking watch it.
Yeah.
Do you ever think that's a possibility?
Yeah.
And he also was the only one that anyone would possibly know in that fucking movie. Everyone else was like, most people never heard of the people in that movie besides him. So it's just like, what do you expect?
I mean, if it's funny, like I'll watch it. I don't give a fuck if they're gay. Like I don't give a shit.
The annoying thing is, and yes, there are homophobic people out there, but the thing is that he blamed it on that, and he blamed it on.
It's not that.
And it's like, dude,
no.
That's what he blamed it on. It's like, can you not just fucking open your heart to the possibility that this rom-coms are not a popular thing for people to go see in the theaters?
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear.
Name the last rom-com you went and saw at a theater.
Never. I've never seen one.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always
I've seen tons of rom-coms, but I've never been to a theater for one.
It's always like on the couch.
Yeah, you wait for it to come out, and that's something you watch with your girlfriend or whatever your friends. That's what you watch at home.
I'm not going to go out of my way to be like, I want to go see The Breakup or
like you go watch the fucking Avengers. Maybe if you gave the gay guys some lasers or something, they would have shown up. I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, I
do agree. There's probably a chunk of people that are homophobic and didn't want to see it because there's gay guys in it. But I'm telling you, there's gay guys in movies all the time. But they sell out fine.
Yeah. What kind of movie? So like, I actually, wow, this is actually perfect segue because I was thinking of this the other day. So like, let me paint a picture. ATLT goes big, right? Fucking, 10 times.
If we go big, we're fucked.
We're not fucked.
They're gonna dig up something. We've done some fucked up shit.
Everyone's done something bad. I mean, we're just gonna have to bob and weave and figure it out.
That's true. Yeah. Good lawyers, I guess. Jewish guys.
Yeah.
What's that scene from Project X? He's like, my lawyer said. He's like, dude, my lawyer said we could do time for this. Even that Jew thinks we're fucked.
So like, okay, ATLT goes big. We're 10 times platinum or however the fuck they rate fucking podcasts.
Wait, is that how they rate?
No, it was a joke.
Oh.
I don't know. So we make it big, we got some fucking manager with a tie and shit comes up to our doors like, hey, like, oh, I want to manage you, We're like, all right.
Is he Italian? Or?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
dude.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but dude, he's got like 6 strands of hair for a comb over. It's like, just let it go. But you know what I'm saying?
The bike rams.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, and his
I gotta hand it to those guys. Okay, this is a weird statement to make. There are people that have literally a lot of their hair is gone, but they still pull it off somehow.
I think
Tony Soprano's a great example of that because he's literally balding all the way through the middle almost, but it still looks good on him. I don't know.
Yeah, I think at that point it's just like plugs are bald for me. I'm like, I'm either just gonna...
Are you gonna go the plugs or the bald route? I think it depends how old you are.
Yeah, of course.
Depends.
If I go bald right now,
if you're in your mid-30s, I think plugs.
Yeah, or I'm not fucking I still got.
Well, there's
some-
people losing their hair even like now. I know people I've seen. I'm like, oh god, dude, your hair's fucking gone, dude. You're 26.
Exactly. So I think it depends on age. But anyway, so this fucking guy comes, and he's always got like all the paperwork. There's a little coffee stain on it, from his mug. Our first manager isn't top notch, right?
Okay,
so
you're diving really deep into this.
So he fucking comes to us and he's like, hey, like I got you to a movie, right? What kind of movie you think? But we're both in it. Like, what kind of movie?
I give you $20, you give me 500,000.
No, okay, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, would you and I be in a rom-com? I think we could be in something like
you know what I've always wanted to be in? If I was ever in a movie, for one, I would definitely want to be, maybe not in a rom-com. I mean, I think it'd be funny, but first of all, I don't think we would be in a rom-com because we're not.
Unless it was a gay rom-com.
This is a gay. Yeah, what are you the rom-com about us and our two? You know what I mean? What is it going to be based off of? So probably a comedy, or I've always wanted to be like a war movie, dude. Like a World War II movie. What would your you know how all like World War II movies like they and like they have nicknames? What would your nickname be? Like
I think I'd be like the
Sledge.
No, dude, no. I think I'd be like the fucking guy from the Bronx that never shuts up. They call me.
There's always one of those.
Yeah.
And those are always the best characters.
Yeah, and they call him like hey Brooklyn. Fucking where he's from.
Always,
He's
like
always
Saving Private Ryan, the guy from Brooklyn. He's got literally on his army jacket, Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, and like he's always talking.
What would your nickname be if you had a nickname in the army? Like if you're just sitting in a foxhole with some guys, what would they call you?
Dude, I think it'd be Hammer, man. Fucking Jack Hammer. Yeah, fucking Hammer.
I think
hey, yo, Hammer.
That's too long.
Ham.
Yeah. Ham.
The fuck is yours gonna be? Fucking something super cool.
I don't know what it would be. I don't know.
I came up with one. Come up with one.
Hammer. I said sledge, and you said hammer. So you weren't even that far off. You probably piggybacked it off.
I was
mine.
going off of Jack Hammer because my name's Jack.
Well, that's too obvious. That doesn't work.
The machine.
Machine.
No, what is? Come on.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of one.
You know what I'm thinking.
No, I don't.
Oh no.
Probably like Abu.
Abu.
The monkey from Aladdin.
Chaka.
Chaka. That's not a war name. That's not a war name.
Okay. Chaka. No. So you think it has something to do with the color of your skin? That's what you're saying.
Well, I wasn't saying that. I guess you're saying that. So
Abu. That's the little monkey in Aladdin.
yeah, but I said one thing that can't make it a general. Oh, I guess you're talking about your skin color.
I'm asking.
I was actually just called that when I was at freshman in high school. So
And why were you called that?
I guess I.
Thank you.
That's fair.
God, trying to make me look like a little racist fuck.
Well,
over
I'm not
here.
the one who said it. You're the one who said it. So
You said Abu.
yeah, but you're the one who said, "Oh, it's because your skin color." I wasn't even like.
Maybe
mentioning that.
we could change it and it could be a chew and then everyone would say bless you.
No, I don't know what it would be, but it would be something fucking cool.
No, okay. So you and I are in a movie, right? I think we could do something like The Interview, like a comedy like that. Like I think if we ever got to that point, we would be known as like
I think it would go very well until you started a headbutt with the creative process with producers.
What do you mean?
I think you're a guy who likes to be in creative control.
Creative control.
Yes, and that's a good. That's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. I think that those producers and all the guys and all the background people, you'd be a force to be reckoned with when you stepped on set because you'd have a lot of little idiosyncrasies that you'd like to put out there. And I think,
I mean, I would definitely say my opinion. I mean, I think, I mean, I'd be surprised if you showed up on time personally.
well, for a movie I was starring and getting paid a nice salary for, you bet you maybe I would.
It's like, oh shit, sorry, where's my Zin?
Well, I show up for a job to get dirty every day, so
Yeah, but you're always running out the door.
That's a good one though. Actually, you'd probably at the end of it, you'd go into the office bickering about like wages or something.
Only if I was promised a certain amount that was not.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You'd
you
have
wouldn't.
Okay,
Hey, you get 500 grand and they pay you 200.
Let me finish. Because you're the type of guy that
I hold people to their word.
No, if I could finish, then you'd understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
If nothing's even if things are going good, you need something to.
That's not true.
You need something. Not even in a negative way, but you need some type of beef. I feel like going on, whether it be a tiny thing with just a certain thing, a situation. It could be anything.
Oh, the Keurig isn't working. That?
No, I just feel like you just need something to keep you going.
I actually do not agree with that at all. I feel like I'm pretty chill for the most part.
You are chill for the most part. I'm just saying I've watched you for many years and I've observed your tendencies and I see a lot of things and after a while, and it doesn't have to be a negative thing. It just you need to pursue. You need to do something. You need to be for something. You need to do something. You can't sit there and there's nothing going on.
What I think of you as an actor is that you would try to insert your own joke and they'd be like, line, like, fucking.
I think you would, and then you would try to do that and then no one would laugh.
Yeah, I knew that was coming next. Yeah. Yeah. No, Z thinks he's the funniest guy.
I don't think I'm the funniest guy at all.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I think I'm funny.
I think when you step into a room, you automatically think you're the funniest
No,
guy.
I don't. I definitely do not. I think I'm funny.
Why did this turn into backhand?
I think I'm leveled in my own respect in comedy. I think I'm funny. I've never said I'm the funniest, but I think we can equally throw it back to your side if we're gonna flip the coin on the other side. That you walk into a room and you think you're the smartest guy in the room.
I do not think I'm the smartest.
That's exactly how you feel. Exactly how I feel when you say that.
God, that was good communication. I love that.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
So
No, I don't think I'm the smartest. I don't actually think that you're the funniest. That you think you're the funniest guy in the room. I think you're extremely funny though.
I think that you actually think I think that.
I'm lost now. I think that you think that I think that I.
That you think that I think that about me. I fucking guarantee you.
And I think that you think that I think that I'm the smartest guy in the room.
Let's agree to disagree then. Yeah.
Holy fuck! No, I think in a movie.
Have you ever? What's it called when a wolf go? Is it Bay at the Moon?
Howl?
I thought it was like a bay at the moon.
A bay at the moon?
Bay at the moon.
Give me your best wolf howl.
Oh, there's a chimp here too. What was that? The Gungan from Star Wars?
And he's like, does that mean yes? I don't fucking know.
In fucking episode 1.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what did he say?
It's like, did he just have a stroke?
And then he's like, and then fucking Jar Jar's like, yippee!
God, Jar Jar Binks, the most unnecessary character. He was a Sith Lord.
Okay, I didn't make this meme, but I saw one online. It was so,
I know you didn't make a meme.
No, I was saying that just to
okay.
make sure I'm in the clear here because it's kind of a racial joke.
Copyright.
And it was a fucking someone photoshopped his eyes sideways. It says Jar Jar Chink.
Oh my God. Did we say that?
I wasn't me. I'm just reading.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jar Jar Chinks. And then there's a horny one, Jar Jar Kinks.
Do you think like animals can be racist?
I think they just see everything equally for the most part. I don't think they just say, okay, well, this guy's black, I'm going after him.
Well, there's like pit bulls don't like white people, right?
I think that's a myth because I feel like if you're in a neighborhood full of mostly black people and then it attacks someone else, like, oh, he doesn't like the white guy.
No, I just thought that was like a.
I've heard that before though. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know if that's confirmed.
Yeah, isn't it like parrots don't like something or I don't know.
I've heard that though. Certain animals, maybe.
Yeah, I think if you like, I think in the olden times, if you were in like the 1800s and you were white, you would definitely be racist just based on your personality.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, first of all,
yeah,
in the 1800s, you would be racist because that's the culture it was in. You'd be racist too.
I'm saying swapped though. I feel like I would be your slave.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying.
This is the equivalent of like when a girl asks you, if I was a worm, would you love me? If
I was a worm?
This makes no fucking
No, I know.
sense.
I was just pulling shit on my ass.
I think
think
that like in Django Unchained, you'd have like a plantation and you'd have like 30 of them. You know, you wouldn't need one or two.
You're telling me I would have 30 slaves? That's so fucked.
You wouldn't need one or two. You're not a guy who needs one or two things. You need like a backup of the backup of a backup. You would have like 30 of them. You'd have a bunch of them. You'd have a bunch of them, dude.
I'd be a plantation.
No, but at the time,
I'd be the guy when did Django Unchained with you fucking getting your girl back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a
Let
preconceived
it be
notion.
known on the podcast. Z thinks that I would have 30 slaves.
Not because you're racist, but because I'm saying that you are a guy who likes to have a lot of things, and
I don't have a lot of things.
oh my God, you are
No,
in
you
denial.
say
You're in denial.
No, you say that I like to have nice things.
No, you like to have nice things, but you also like to have a lot of things. And in that, it would carry over to like a lot of your belongings. You like having a backup plan. You like having a backup of a backup plan. So it's like you
Not when
do
it
a lot
comes
of
to
things to
owning
excess,
people.
and that's a good thing. I know. I'm just saying it just translates over if we're in this time.
What is the name of this episode? Jack is a slave owner? Like, jeez, man.
Oh, we do have a top 5 though.
Oh, are we already there? Fuck.
But I don't know how long we're at, but we're
I don't
cruising.
know. I guess we're going to leave off at that one.
Okay, well, we can go another one. I was just saying.
No, I mean, I kind of want to, defend myself at least. I mean, you just told me
Okay,
that
I just said I don't think that because you're racist.
I think I would be
I'm
the
saying
guy that's
if
saving
you were
him.
this guy and in that time it was the right thing to do.
It's not that they knew it wasn't right.
Like the same way
They knew it wasn't right.
The same way if you had like, you know how people have carriages, you'd have like 5 carriages probably. Not because you need 5 carriages, because you had 5 carriages to have it.
But the thing is people knew at the time it wasn't right, obviously.
Maybe in the South, I don't think
in
they
the
did.
back of their minds.
I don't know.
They liked the convenience of it, or
I'm sure. I'm just.
People can justify things in their mind. I'm saying I think that I would have a strong enough head on my shoulders to be like, this is wrong.
I was saying if you were, you would have.
No, if I was, I would be the guy with the little lever action saving them.
Okay, I wasn't saying you're racist.
I know that.
Okay, well that was the point I was trying to make.
And I think, no, I'm kidding.
And I think that you would kill me for no fucking reason.
I think you would eat me.
Oh.
Like, how long, and like, without food are you eating somebody?
I mean, obviously none of us have ever been to that point.
I'm saying like,
Because I think obviously all people would be like never, but you've never actually been starving to where you're about to starve to death. It's a very grueling and long
I think
process.
it depends on the situation, and this is where I'm going to go.
Is the person already dead?
Well, I'm not going to kill someone to eat them.
You'd be surprised.
I would say
who's doing yard work?
Yeah, who's building a fucking shed? Fucking 9 o'clock.
I mean, we're also howling and making
keep it down.
making shit noises and shit.
No,
Hey, keep it down.
no, I would say. The fuck were we talking about slaves? Were we talking about?
No, eating.
Is that where we left off?
Eating people.
Oh, eating people. That's where we left off.
Yeah.
No, I would say like situationally, like say like I'm.
What would be the part you'd eat?
Well,
if you had to eat
well, let me finish. I would say that if like I'm flying like over Alaska or something, or like I'm on a deserted island, knowing that it's going to be weeks, I'm gonna just start eating them, knowing that I got to survive as long as possible. Like if I know that it's like I have the smallest chance of even being found, let alone whatever, I'm not gonna like let the body just sit there.
Yeah, I was about to say because it'll rot. You know.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start.
So what part are you eating?
I'm starting with the legs, right?
I've never been
right
a
here.
drumstick guy. No, I think I'd go with the pectoral muscle. The breast meat's always a nice muscular area to go.
That's a good point. I guess I wouldn't know how to carve it. What are we talking about? Oh my god.
I don't know. I've just never been like a drumstick guy. You know.
Yeah. I'm definitely a wing kind of guy. Maybe I'll go with the fucking bingo wings.
Yeah, I think that's mostly fat though.
Yeah, but you know, I guess would that be the tricep?
Oh, when the
wing guy?
the lunch ladies have the big baggy flappy
Yeah,
arms.
no, I said,
I think there's muscle under there, but
I said bingo wings as like a joke, but like if you're gonna compare like chicken wings to like a human wing,
well,
like,
it'd be obviously a big size difference.
yeah, I mean one wing I'm full, but
Just eating like a fudgesicle or something.
no, just like a wing, you know, and then you.
Well, like when I watched that show, ever watched that show Alone?
No.
It's actually a really good show. They drop these people in the middle of nowhere. They have like
What I'm
cameras and
confused
stuff.
about is you and I live together, and we generally watch the same shit together. When do you have time to watch these other shows that I've never seen?
Whenever I go to watch what I want to watch.
Yeah, but usually when you go to bed, you go to bed. Like that's why, like you say.
Yeah, but we're talking about years of time here that
we've lived with each other
I've
for
had
years.
Well, there's you know how many times I've watched things. You came out, maybe you were just doing your own thing, or you're on your phone, or maybe you weren't really. You were just kind of wanting background noise.
Oh, okay.
And you weren't really paying attention. But
Yeah, that's also true. You're right.
yeah. But I have watched many shows, but
And read many articles.
so have you.
I know. I just don't cite them as my sources.
I cite them as my sources, just like I would anything else, because it's not my.
A tweet is not
my
a
knowledge.
source.
Yeah, if UberFacts is a source. Yes, it is. 100%.
You're saying
Same thing as people use Wikipedia as a source.
Yeah,
You use Wikipedia.
I'm writing a college
UberFacts.
thesis. Uberfact says that a sardine
Well,
can
thank
last
God I'm
6
not
days
presenting a
in
fucking
fresh
thesis
water.
to you right now.
I'm just saying it's not a real works cited page. But anyways, you were saying something about something.
I lost that train of thought now. Now that you feel good about yourself for ruining that? For a perfectly good talking point, you just fucking decided to butcher because for your own selfish reasons?
Jeez.
Okay, we do have a top 5, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about this top 5. Oh wait, are we doing an honorable mention? I did not put an
No,
honorable
but
mention.
can I say one thing before we start?
I
this?
would love you to say something.
I want to say that I think the fire and the outdoor air really brought an ambiance into this
No, it
episode.
100% does.
Yes.
Because I think when a fire is on, it's just I feel like any little bit of, even if you're exhausted, you've had a bad day, any little bit of good energy is just comes to the top.
Mm-hmm. And I think we really manifested that.
Yeah, it feels. We might have to do
flame.
like every other episode outside or something like that. Well, it's almost wintertime, so it might not be that fun, but.
Dude, we could do like a snow one where we're like in the snow.
And just shivering our fucking dicks off.
Well, no, we'll wear...
Hey, welcome back.
We'll wear big jackets.
Oh, that'd be kind of fun, yeah.
Yeah, and like a beanie.
Do you remember, last year you had to work for the snow day, but, but like during the night, because remember last year how much fucking snow, like up to our knees.
Yeah, I still drove those.
Up to our knees. And I'm saying, but we sit out here and have like we have like the champagne bottle or something like that, and we kind of get everything. And imagine how reflective it would be with all the snow.
Oh, the lighting would be
extravagant.
immaculate.
All you need is these.
I don't even know if have you noticed how bright it is?
No,
when
even
it's
you can see literally.
and there's no
everything.
shadows. Like,
Yeah,
God,
it's pretty crazy.
It's a photographer's wet dream, dude.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. So, okay, our top 5 is something really excited. I'm excited about it. And I had a really hard time with this because there's so many good ones. I just had to go with my gut. We have the top 5 soundtracks.
Boom.
Now, obviously, we're doing like movie soundtracks. There's a lot of little soundtracks here, but like just it has to be a full put together soundtrack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's many different songs. Like, oh, I like that one song from that one TV show from the 80s. Like, no, it has to be just something like that.
No, I agree.
Having said this, and I think Jack and I's number 1 are gonna be the same.
Of course.
So Jack's gonna lead us off with this top 5 soundtracks. Hopefully he doesn't start naming albums or something.
I'm not. Now, I hope that you saw this movie because we saw it the other day, or probably a couple months ago. I liked the soundtrack so much that I found the playlist on Apple Music. Okay.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Remember the movie Spiderhead?
That was not what I was going to guess. What?
Really?
Spiderhead?
That was the one with Chris Hemsworth, Miles Teller.
Oh, I don't remember what it sounded like, but yeah, I know what you're talking
Dude, I literally have it already. The whole soundtrack
really?
was just like vibey little bops.
about. Really?
and shit.
You're
Yeah.
going on your top 5 list? You're doing something you just seen recently? That's a bold move.
because I've listened to it
That's a
over and
bold
over
move.
again, and it's a bold move.
Oh, okay, I don't know off the top of my head if that's a good pick or not. but
Number 4, I'm going with Guardians of the Galaxy. I think
that's fair. They all Avengers too. They just have banger soundtracks.
Guardians of the Galaxy, they just put together that just unstoppable mashup
Yeah,
of
it's
just
good.
oldies
It's
and
good.
classics that really just made you want to fucking bring out the flippers and dance. And it was,
Out the flippers.
yeah, I mean,
Do you think that people with no legs use flippers in the pool?
like on their knees?
Like, yeah, tape them or something. Well, because then they're just like a,
I don't
like
think
a
they
wood,
swim.
or do they just maybe kind of, like like there's that guy. He has no arms and legs, and he swims like that. You know that inspirational speaker. All he has is like a little beak as a foot. Basically, it's like a little piece of skin, and he fucking jumps. And he goes in the water, like the camera. He's just like, and he's fucking going, dude. Yeah. But if you wanted flippers, would you have to tape them?
I would say like, I think I wouldn't attempt to do it with no legs. So I feel like I'd just sink. But maybe you start in like a kiddie pool or something. I don't know.
Well, if you like, okay, anyways, sorry.
Number 2, I'm going with Shrek.
I mean, a very classic one.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be in my top 5, but
To be honest, I wrote this really quickly and, whatever.
Shrek's good.
Number 2, I'm going with Over the Hedge.
Over the Hedge, bro, underrated.
Dude, that was such
Fucking
a good
underrated.
soundtrack. Follow Me Into the Great Unknown. Fucking.
Where pink flamingos grow.
And
or
Diet
fly.
Soda Flows.
Dude, bars.
Dude, I think his name was Ben something. Dude, he was back to back, bumper to bumper bangers on that thing. And then he had dude, it was the fucking range of this guy. Remember, it was like the one song. So there was that one. Then there was we're rocking the suburbs. Yeah,
Back in the suburbs.
because I can't tell which house is mine. Yeah,
That's
dude.
Over the
I'm
Hedge.
saying the fucking range, and then he went to like the sad song.
No.
I must
Sometimes
giving you
a reason. Yeah, it's banger for sure, banger.
that I have the
Dude, they don't make
answers
animated movies like that anymore, bro.
for
They really
everything.
don't.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm saying that guy's range. Rockin' the Suburbs, fucking Family of Me, and then fucking...
Just spitting the whole fucking album. out.
Dude,
The funniest part is picturing Bruce Willis voicing the raccoon because that's what
Oh,
voiced
yeah.
it.
Yeah. I feel like he was like in a car while he recorded it. He's like, I need to be in a Camaro.
Yeah, maybe. Or like, dude, you imagine Imagine some of these action movie, like, isn't it funny there's actors that are strictly, all they can do is play the same type of guy in like an action movie. Like imagine
Dwayne Johnson.
Imagine them doing something like random. Like imagine Jason Statham hosting a yoga class and having to like speak or something like that.
Thing is, a lot of times I could see that a little bit.
Jason Statham is
No, not that. But what I want to see is someone offer Dwayne Johnson, like, you know, when people go through, when people go through like severe body changes.
Yeah.
You remember when, who's the guy who did Batman?
Christian Bale.
Remember when he got crazy skinny for that one role?
Yeah, he did. And then he beefed right back up for fucking, that was
I
crazy.
want to see Dwayne Johnson just get crazy, like stick figure thin.
Dude, that would be
for a
scary as
role.
fuck.
Yeah, but he's still like talking.
There's a picture someone photoshopped it. It looks hilarious.
Yeah, I remember seeing Pauly D's hair like down. That was
He looks like a ferret. Whoa!
I don't know.
What was that laugh? I've never heard of that.
Number one, Lord of the Rings, obviously.
Lord of the Rings,
Yeah,
great.
Don't even need to fucking say a word.
No introductions needed of Lord of the Rings soundtrack. There's so many bangers in there, and that's amazing. All right, your top 5 list, not too shabby. I don't remember the Spiderhead one, so I can't really attest to that. But
I think it's just been more recent that it was like, you know, and it was just all songs I didn't know. I think that's why
fair,
it was
yeah.
like it was
maybe
like.
that first time you hear something, it kind of sounds.
But I've
like
listened to. I even listened to one today. It was
Okay, well,
it was
maybe it is
Breezin'.
actually good.
It
I'll
was
have
called
to check it out.
Breezin', and it was just like a little flute and a little piano. It was rather magical.
So mine are as follows. There's a hard time with this list, and I do have. I'm gonna say it because I couldn't put it in. My fucking honorable mention was Treasure Planet. Great fucking soundtrack. Really old animated movie, and it's amazing. If you haven't watched Treasure Planet, then fuck you.
My juice.
All right, so number 5, I got the Goofy movie soundtrack.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Bangers. Tevin Campbell was in his bag when he made it, and it's literally nothing but bops. It comes on my phone on shuffle, and I'll still fucking just bang out.
You make
to
me
it.
feel like dancing.
It's yes.
Oh, great.
Even that one too. It made me feel like dancing.
I wanna dance the night away.
And then there's just so many good songs on that. It's amazing. So number 5, the Goofy movie. Number 4, I'm coming in with Tarzan. Phil Collins.
Aaron literally said you would say that.
Yeah, of course. Phil Collins has Strangers Like Me is probably one of my favorite ones. There's just so many good. It's just an amazing soundtrack. It's so well put together. You could just tell the work that put into it, and it's up there with some of the greats, even outside of a movie, just with songs in general. Phil Collins is a magician. So we got to go with number 4, Tarzan. You've never seen, I don't know if you've seen this movie or remember the soundtrack, but number 3, I have to go with Rudy. Rudy is not only an amazing movie and inspirational, but the soundtrack, it just makes you want to go do something. It makes you want to go accomplish something. It's a great soundtrack. And with the soundtrack at the end of the movie, when Rudy gets the tackle, he's officially the Fighting Irish. He is Notre Dame. You got to be rooting for the guy the whole time. And that soundtrack comes in the background. It makes you want to cry. It really does. So number 3, I got Rudy. Number 2, I got to go fucking Interstellar.
Oh my God, how did I not think of that?
Fucking stellar. I still, to this day,
He
Alex
does.
can attest to this, I fall asleep to those Interstellar theme
I can hear
song
it.
all the fucking time.
Dude, it's so good.
You literally can't fucking beat it. And honestly, there's actually, outside of the Lord of the Rings soundtrack, 'cause that's my number 1, spoiler alert, no introduction needed. I think, because we've always talked about seeing Lord of the Rings soundtrack live would be unbelievable.
Dude,
but this guy, he actually does a lot of live performances.
Oh my God, can we go?
Seeing the Interstellar theme song played live, it would be magical. Imagine being baked and watching it.
For our 20 years of knowing each other, we should fucking do that.
Dude, oh, that's pretty good. But we don't know what month it is, though, to be honest.
I mean, we know it's been like 18 years.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying we don't know which month it would be 20.
Yeah, I think we just do it that year.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I was not kidding. What I was thinking was,
Well, you want to go on the exact day we met?
I don't know. That would be cooler. Because it was
Yeah.
actually the 20 years. I was just saying, okay, well, let's go back in our family pictures and see the calendars. Okay, when were we going to Liberty? Hey, Mom, when are we going to this church? I don't know.
I mean, I guess we could find like the first time like you guys ever tithed or something, and that might be the first
yeah,
day.
there's a
that
receipt laying around
But
somewhere.
It was a business.
Oh, I don't know about that. But yeah, Interstellar. Oh my God. I mean, that
Great
movie, I
fucking
remember when I watched that in theaters and by the way, I'm telling you what, a lot of people went to see Interstellar in the movie theaters. No one was seeing rom-coms. That's the type of movie you go to see in a fucking theater. Like Avatars is something you wanted to see in theater because the first time when that came out, the colors and everything was just absolutely.
I think you go to theater for the cinematic experience.
Yeah, and the overall, you
'Cause I
want
don't
to
even
act
think I
like
see
you're
a lot of comedies.
like, you know, when kids, it's an action movie, you hear like a stick break. Oh fuck, I feel like I'm there. I feel like I'm there now.
It's
and
for
it's
the
just crazy.
It's for the immersive effect.
Yeah,
Rom-coms,
yeah.
it's not an immersive fucking.
What I've never understood is those fucking slapdicks who get 3D TVs and watch 3D movies in their house. It's fucking stupid.
Is that even still a thing?
That's stupid.
Do they even sell those anymore?
Yeah, I think they
thought
do.
kinda
I don't know,
flopped.
but why would that be a thing you want to get?
I remember like 6 years ago, everyone was like, "Oh, 3D TV."
Yeah,
Like,
imagine
no.
after the first night you get it, and then every time you watch TV, you just have those stupid fucking glasses on.
Yeah, fuck
like you
that
don't watch
shit.
everything in 3D. 3D's not that great.
It's not.
It's really not.
It's not even 3D. It just gives it kind of some depth.
If I want to watch it and get 3D, I
I
would
guess
just
that is
fucking
3D,
take
but-
acid or shrooms and be like, that's way better than 3D.
Yeah, let's get our kids on drugs instead of a 3D.
I meant like
instead
if
of wearing
I was
glasses.
going to do something crazy, but I just don't understand the at-home 3D. You know,
Wasn't it like you could watch two different things or something?
it's fucking stupid. Oh, or like you put the glasses on and something else is on, but you're watching something else too.
Yeah, so you could game like next to
I mean, that's kind of smart, but I don't. That's not a successful business
spending
plan.
time with their girl. They're not going to be satisfied with that
No, they're not.
while you're fucking yelling comms out while they're watching fucking
Well,
Handmaid's
first of all, if
Tale.
you're playing video games on a flat screen still in 2022, you're a fucking moron.
Yeah, get a fucking 144
You're an absolute
hertz
idiot. I was
monitor.
playing on a fucking monitor for a long time, even a shitty. This is why are you playing on a fucking?
Yeah.
I've never been actually my whole life. Even when I was younger, I never played on a flat screen.
Fucking 60 hertz.
Even my freshman year of high school, like I even played because actually flat screens, the response time to the controller is like delayed, like immensely to where you can't even fucking play.
That's
right.
why, because monitors are 1 millisecond response time.
But the fucking the TVs with the big box on the back, those actually had a better response time than the flat screens do.
Really?
And this was like years down the line, and I would still play on like a little boxed TV because the response time to the controller was fucking outstanding.
Really? You were ahead of the time.
I was ahead of my time. Anyways, well, I think it's going to wrap it up for today.
And a nice little bow and give it to you.
Yeah. Jack, where can they find you?
They can find me outside by the fire, baby.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't even say this, okay?
Okay. They can find me at Jack_Spence Z. Where can they find you?
I don't like the way you did that.
Z, where can they find you?
It was condescending.
It was.
And it was also like,
It was also on purpose.
like your attitude sucks.
Oh, because you changed it, yeah.
How did I change it by
with you.
sitting
Just say your
here?
fucking Instagram.
Whoa!
I'm fucking burning alive.
We're talking after this. They can find me at Isaiah_Lesney, or both of our Instagrams at the Around Lunch Table Instagram page. And for those fans out there, loyal fans, keep an eye on the ATLT store. Exciting things are coming for the seasons, as we've talked about previously. And yeah, so that's all we got for today. Stick around. If you're not following our Instagram, follow it for all updates of future endeavors, shows, etc., etc. And I think that's all we got for you today. And see ya.
Let's get rowdy up in here.